The mindset shifts that made my real estate business explode and actually gave me my freedom back. So let's be honest. Most real estate agents think the next tactic or script is going to change their business. But here's the truth. Tactics don't work if your mindset is broken. I'm going to share with you the 5 mindset shifts basically that completely changed my real estate business. It gave me more time, more freedom, more profit than I could have ever imagined. Because the biggest thing holding you back is not the market, it's your mind. You probably came here to learn the systems, the scripts, funnels, everything, all the tactical stuff to grow your real estate business. But here's the truth. Tactics mean nothing if you are not mentally prepared to get to that next level. Your success starts in your mind and removing the limiting beliefs that you actually have currently. We all have them. So let me give you a real example. I valued freedom and lifestyle for years. I subconsciously sabotaged my income because I believed that more clients meant less freedom. I literally thought if I grew too much, I would lose my life balance. Crazy, right? But that's how our powerful minds work. Even when I had several back-end employees and systems in place, fear still crept in, even at that level. I was making a good amount of money. I was leveraged. I was leveraged in terms of time. I had balance. And I still thought if I close too many deals, I'll be too busy and won't be a good mom. I won't be able to travel. And yet the very best year I ever had in terms of personal income was the year that I actually had the most freedom of time. Why? Because my systems were dialed in and my mindset finally aligned with my growth. Let me repeat that. My mindset finally aligned with my growth. So before we dive into all the strategies that we will make you more money and more efficient, let's talk about how to think like a real estate agent who actually achieves it. For example, if you are a real estate agent, let's say making $60K per year and you want to be earning $150K, you will need to become a different person. You will need to think differently. You will have a different mindset from the person that makes 60 to 150. If you are earning $250K and you want to get to over $500K, or you're earning $500K and you want to go over $1 million and on, you need to become a different person to get to that next level. Does that mean that you can't be authentic and still who you are? Absolutely not. But I can tell you the person I was when I earned $200K versus $500K versus over $800K was very, very different in terms of the way I thought about things, my perception based on the level I was at that time. So in order to get to that next level, something in our mind needs to change. We need to see things differently. So the real estate mindset shifts I needed to adapt to get to that next level on my journey. One is actually business mindset. You are not just a salesperson. You're building a business. Trends fade and relationships last. My mindset had to change from chasing the next deal to creating a referral-based, systematized, predictable business that grows year after year after year. Be honest. Have you ever self-sabotaged your business without realizing it? Have you ever self-sabotaged something in your world? Drop it in the comment below. Next is work ethic mindset. I 1000% agree you have to work hard. That's not debatable. I didn't get where I am without a lot of work, but I also learned that working smarter is so much more efficient and smarter. I can't tell you how many times I have heard from coach after coach after coach. It's a numbers game, just make more calls, more contacts. Is there truth in this? Well, yes, but seriously, the only strategy to building my business? That is not a business. What about getting intentional about the business that you actually want and build your calls, your marketing, your strategies around the business you're building versus just more contacts? Work ethic and working hard is a must, but to scale at a high level, stay consistent and not burn out and not burn out and not burn out. There must be something more. When your business is referral based, everything comes smoother. Your clients trust you and they follow your lead. Next is the power of a proven plan. So important. There is something incredibly powerful about following a proven blueprint. One that has been tested, refined, and built by someone who's actually done it year after year after year for over a decade plus. Too many agents, including myself, myself followed or following coaches or programs from people who have never truly done it, never sold real estate, or they've done it for a very short period of time with no consistency. There is something that comes, a knowledge that comes from being consistent and successful year after year after year after decade plus. There is something you learn from that is not something you know unless you've been through it. And that's why so many agents get stuck in the same cycle of frustration, burnout, and trial and error. I lived that way for years, reacting to my business instead of actually running it. But when I finally stopped trying to figure it all out on my own and committed to a proven plan, everything grew. Everything. My business, my income, my freedom. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need a blueprint that actually works. I cut years off my learning curve, eliminated the guesswork, the wasted energy, and the risk of not making it, right? I mean, we're in a business where the people who don't succeed or don't ever hit their goals is pretty high, right? We only get so many years to make our business truly work. One thing I learned over many, many years, why spend years experimenting when you can follow a plan that's already proven to succeed? My goal has always been to be efficient. That's always what I told my coaches. I just want to be smart and efficient. I want to do this the very best way I can. And to learn to run a smooth, profitable, consistent, and enjoyable business. Like that's what I wanted. That's what I have. Because when you win, your clients win, your family wins, your community wins. Because obviously if we're winning, we can give back at a really, really high level as long as we still have balance while we're doing it. That's the ripple effect of following a plan that actually works and one that has balance. Next is growth and abundance mindset. There's more than enough for everybody. If you operate from fear or scarcity, fear of missing out, fear of failure, fear of not being enough, right? We've all had that. It will keep you small. But if you focus on abundance and what's possible, you will start attracting it. So say it out loud. I'm wealthy. I run a scalable, systematized, and predictable real estate business. The more you give, the more you actually grow. If you could pause, do me a quick favor. I mean, gosh, it will take you 2 seconds out of your world. If you could hit subscribe, if you have got any value out of this, please hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let's continue. Next is radical accountability. From my own experience, I can tell you this. I have been given incredible roadmaps, systems, and tools over the years, but none of them actually worked until I worked. But the truth is, you can have the exact blueprint to actually scale, be profitable, and it still won't work if you actually don't implement and make it happen yourself. So I feel like there's agents that follow all the wrong steps that work really, really hard. And then we have agents that have the right blueprint, but don't work hard. So neither of them actually succeed. You don't get a six-pack by watching someone else work out. You don't build a 7-figure business by just watching training videos. For me, real results came when I actually committed to following a proven plan, leveraging systems and people, staying focused even when it wasn't convenient, right? Keeping what's important in front of us. Next, being disciplined when no one was watching. That's a big one. Next is finding courage when fear crept in. We all get fearful no matter what level we're at. Next is understanding my reasons and my why, keeping it in front of me at all times. And next is taking consistent daily action even when I didn't feel like it. And that's where our systems, our schedule, and really our plan that's built around that comes in. Because if you just do what's on your schedule, regardless of how you feel, you will succeed day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And that is where you create amazing habits and you become an agent that's winning at a high level. I also learned that every small win matters. Like celebrate, because failure, we've all heard this, right? It's just feedback in disguise. We're all going to fail at some point. Once I started truly executing the plan, not just learning it, everything changed for me. Next is inputs versus outputs. Let's talk about this. Inputs versus outputs. You can't expect high-level results with low-level inputs. If you spend 3 hours watching reality TV, which I'm sure all of us have done at some point, or something that wasted your time, you might feel relaxed or disgusted, but you are no closer to your goals. If you spend 30, 45 minutes studying, implementing, taking action, you will create real progress. Track your time. Audit your energy. Ask yourself this: does this move me closer to my goal? And hopefully your goal is just not the next transaction. Because if that's your goal, welcome to your world. Like if that's all you're worried about is the next transaction and there's not a bigger plan than that, like focus, meaning like, what are you doing today that's going to create the business you want 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now? Does it make me better, stronger, or more profitable? If not, subtract it. Subtraction equals success. Yes, do we need to implement all of these things? Absolutely. But there's a lot we need to subtract out of our life as well. Really quick, please pause, hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. It'll take you 2 seconds. Next is the things I subtracted to actually grow. Here's what I had to remove in order to scale my business. Waiting for motivation. Instead, I actually built momentum. I do that by systems and what I have implemented. Over planning. Instead, I started actually executing, taking action. Self-doubt. We all have it. Instead, I followed the systems and trusted the process. Next is like the negative media and relationships. We probably all have this as well, right? I muted it or got rid of it. Saying yes to everything. I started saying no to protect my priorities. You will be amazed how much more time, energy, and money you will have when you actually start cutting out what doesn't serve you. Next is silencing the noise. Oh my gosh, I tell my clients this as well, not just my students, but even like selling a home. Like their neighbors have advice for them, right? Their father-in-law has advice for them. This is also for agents. Stop taking advice from people who haven't done what you want to do. If they don't live a life you would trade places with in terms of that area, don't listen to them. Don't take advice from those people. You are not here to be average, or I'm assuming you would not be listening to this video. You are looking to grow. You are looking to get to that next level. You are here to level up in your business, in your mindset, in your life. You are either about to scale your business to that next level or build a business, a different business that actually gives you freedom versus taking your freedom away. You are not here to grind harder. You are here to grow smarter. And it all starts with your mindset and how you think. If you are a real estate agent who is serious about scaling their business, click below, book a call with me personally. Please hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, and here's your next video.